18 WJTS Sports presents the New Albany Bulldogs versus the Jasper Wildcats. This game is brought to you by Carpet Warehouse, DuBois County Tire and Supply, Ubelor & Sons, and DuBois County Cares. Now let's go down to the court.
Welcome to Jasper High School. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats are back in action against the New Albany Bulldogs. The Jasper Wildcats stand at 4-10 on the season, and the Bulldogs are at 10-5. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider, along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Markos on the video. And Jason, just kind of a quick recap of last night. The Wildcats getting their fourth win of the season over the Northeast DuBois Jeeps, 57-46. And ball game cut down on turnovers, about 13 turnovers there, 15 assists, so a little bit, positive on the assist to turnover ratio there. 30 rebounds the Cats had there. Shot the ball pretty well for the most part, and as far as in the ball game, 44% from three-point range, 7 of 16, and on their two-point shots were 52%. So it's just good to get a win, get that under your belt, and just kind of moving on with the season there.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We needed that. We needed to come out and play a little bit better, and we did. We need to continue that trend tonight, keep building on it, for the rest of the season. A little bit tougher opponent tonight. Nothing against DuBois, but, New Albany is a 4A school. They're up same class we are. And notoriously they're well coached, very good program they've got going on, and definitely going to be a lot tougher ball game tonight. So, but if we shoot the ball well, cut down on our turnovers, block out, rebound, they've got a big guy, 6'7" in the middle. So somebody's going to have to get after him and get him blocked out and keep him off the boards.
Yeah, and actually New Albany's coming off a win last night. They were on the road at Evansville North, winning that game 57-52. And as they're in action, you talk about the big guy. That's Jordan Thomas with the basketball, number 35. And they got him listed at 6'7", so that's going to be a handful for the Wildcat big men. Right now, Gus Heichelbeck getting the start guarding him.
I think if you include his hair, he's probably about 6'10".
Right. All right, so just like that, they start off. It's Caden Stanton, who actually had 18 points last night. 3 players in double figures in that win over Evansville North. As New Albany comes up with the loose ball and quickly the other way, 3-0 lead early on here. Stanton gets to the lane, then feeds down to Thomas. Thomas with a nice spin move and gets the shot to drop in. So 5 quick points for the Bulldogs in the first minute here. Jasper trailing 5-0.
Not necessarily the start we wanted to get off to. We've got to play good defense. And again, like I said, limit them on their, one shot per possession.
All right, so Heim dribbles there. Good to see Ernie back out there after the injury he had last night. Gus gets the garbage and puts it up and in. So first 2 points for the Cats come from Gus, and it's 5-2.
Gus did a good job there. He just happened to be in the right place for the air ball to get it put back in.
Justin Carter, number 4, dribbling out there. Now he feeds off. Number 30 is Jaden Thompson. Thomas, the big guy, makes a move. Shot up. So good job by Gus to kind of force him into that shot that didn't go in. So the Cats with it. Gus at top. Now he's down in the blocks. He's battling there and gets the shot up. Just misses there.
He's got a smaller guy on him, so he should have a little bit of an advantage inside with that.
All right, so quick to the basket there is Caden Stanton, so he's got 5 points.
He's a good player. I remember him from last year and possibly even the year before. He's quick, gets to the hole.
All right, so Heim misses everything on that shot. So, again, Jasper with just 2 points. That was a putback by Gus Heichelbeck, trailing 7-2, 5:28 on the clock as they get it quickly up to Thompson. Then retrieves it back over there to Stanton up top. Cats in the man-to-man.
New Albany's always, known to have good athletes, good outside shooters. They jump well.
Not able to put that back up and in is Carter, so here come the Wildcats. Ernie stops and pops. A little short there, and come the Bulldogs our way. Job there, though, by Ernie to knock it away, so Berger's got it on the right wing. Heim thought about it, now dribbles out. Little isolation play there as they kick now to the wing. Berger's not able to hit that shot.
We're settling too much for the three-pointer, in my opinion, here early. We've shot 4 of them and haven't connected on any yet. Coach Gable's going to try to regroup them here a little bit, I think.
Yeah, the Cats getting burned by the three-pointer. That's Caden Stanton, who's hit 2 of them. He's got 8 quick points, 8 of their 10, and they lead by 8, 10-2 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Coach John Gable trying to get his team settled down here as they're down by 8. Foley is checked in, so he's down there in the blocks, and now Goodhue as well. He had just had the ball there. Foley gets good position, now has to kick back out, and a block shot there. Thompson comes down with the rebound. Or check that, that's actually Biven, number 22.
Biven's a good athlete. He's a baseball player. He's signed to play at University of Louisville.
Okay. Pitcher, infielder, what's he
Pitcher.
Okay.
Well, I think he plays multiple positions, but I think he's looking to pitch at Louisville.
Right.
Throws about low 90s, I think.
Okay.
So, good athlete. I know his family, know his dad. He had a brother that played a couple of years ago, was actually a senior last year. I think he's playing baseball at Kentucky Wesleyan this year.
Got it. All right, so the Cats can go to their bench again. This time Englert's in.
Albrand's in also. So we have Ernie's the only starter in the game right now.
All right, there's Foley. Now they're coming over to help when they get it down in the blocks, but he gets good position, but can't get the shot to go. 10-2 still our score here with 3:20 to go, first quarter. And they're going to say he carried the basketball, so that's the second time New Albany's been called for it, but this time by the big man, Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas, like we said, 6'7", 220-pound senior. He's a good-sized kid there, but he's going to get a break here as number 25, Chase Loesch, comes in.
Again, you know, that I think that had to be an emphasis to the officials this year, was that carry, because we've seen more and more of those calls this year than what I think I've seen in the last 5 years put together.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're not doing it, but, you know, in the past it seems like they just kind of let them go.
Oh, that is complete travel. I mean, I've seen a lot of jump stops, but he elevated on that one. All right, so Englert turns it over there for the Cats. So 10-2 is the score right now. 2:48 on the clock. Bringing it up slowly is Caden Stanton, number 5. Also out there is Justin Carter, number 4. Tucker Biven, as we talked about, 22. 30 is Jaden Thompson. And Jordan Thomas got the start, so Loesch is out there for him right now. And a nice shot there, so he is just rolling right along. Caden Stanton with 10 points in the quarter. 12-2, Jasper down double digits now. All right, so trying to get it in quickly to Foley, but it gets knocked away, so the turnovers are piling up here, Jason.
Yeah, they are. You know, and against a team of this quality, you can't have those turnovers like that.
Now we got 12 points for Caden Stanton.
I don't know who's trying to guard him, but we're not doing a very good job of guarding him one-on-one or with our help side defense.
I agree. All right, so John Gable calls timeout number 2 here. So we'll take a break. 2:01 to go. 14-2, Jasper down here on 18 WJTS. All right, the Cats with the basketball, down by 12. Inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
I think we need to be a little more aggressive and take the ball to the basket. You know, again, like I said, we've shot 5 threes. They're athletic. They're gonna block some shots, but take it to them. I mean, we were talking there at the break. We've played 6 minutes and there hasn't been a foul called yet.
Right. So settle for another 3-point attempt there, and doesn't go for the Cats. So New Albany with it. That's Bevan, number 22, dribbling up top.
Jasper's in a 2-3 zone now. You know, we talked about that too at the break, that, you know, we had to look at doing something a little bit different and talked that might be an option. So,
well, they get it to the corner, and he's short on the shot this time. So Stanton, again, with 12 points in the quarter, but can't hit that one. So we're down to right at a minute here. 14-2, New Albany up on the Wildcats.
anytime we get the ball inside to a big man, whether it's Foley, Heichelbeck, whoever it is in there, they're double teaming and kind of causing havoc in there with those guys. Oh, there's the first foul.
First foul of the night. Now one whistled on Johnson Carter, number 4, as Isaac Day comes back into the ball game. Spencer's going to sit down. All right, so the Cats have it side out here, 45.5. Bulldogs 14, Jasper just 2. Spit it out one way or the other. Connor Foley's one-on-one this time, and now they come over and help. You see what they're doing there, right?
Yeah, they're leaving the opposite big open and double teaming anytime the ball goes into that low block. And that guy's got to realize that the place that's going to be open is on the opposite side of the floor, because that's the guy that's helping.
All right, so they're going to hold for one here with 12 seconds to go. Carter's got it with 5. Now he gives it up. Stanton gives it back over to Carter. He's going to launch a 3. Good arch on that. Shot goes up and in. So Justin Carter's three-pointer at the buzzer makes it 17 for the Dogs, 2 for the Cats here on 18 WJTS. 17 to 2. I was going to say 12. We'll see if we get a 10-0 run here, Jason. Make it to 12.
It would be nice. Get us back in the ball game.
Carter Mundi, speaking of which, he's in the ball game. Shot the ball well again last night. All right, so that three-pointer doesn't go, but good job by Gus to get it again. So Gus has got all 4 points for the Cats, and that's how we start a 10-0 run. So hopefully we can get this keep going with little defensive stops here.
Yeah, we're going to stick in that 2-3 zone. We'll see how patient New Albany is with it, whether they try to force anything or if they're just patient. But, you said they're only averaging, 54 points a game.
Right.
So it's not the typical New Albany team that likes to get up and down the floor the way it looks.
But they can pop the three-pointer, and actually that was a substitution. That's Tommy Devine, number 3.
Yeah, it seems like they shoot the ball well from outside. And against a zone, you got to be careful with that, because sometimes that's what you tend to give up. But we've got to figure it out on the defensive end and the offensive end. So
they're working in the corner to Carter. Now he dribbles out. Goodhue on the opposite corner. Gets to the elbow. Berger. Day.
So they're not letting us turn that corner and get in there. Day usually catches that and takes off to the basket, and they're playing good defense and they're keeping them out of there.
I'm noticing another thing on this possession is that Carter's not really setting up for any shots yet. Well, he does this time. Long on it, but he's more of a catch and shoot type player.
Mundy's a very good set shooter. When he has his feet set and is ready to go and catches it and shoots, he's really good at that.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Berger with a bucket. All right, 6 points for the Wildcats. Problem is New Albany has 20, so we got a ways to go here. 5:55 on the clock. And this Bulldog team playing, of course, in the Hoosier Hills Conference, always tough. This year led by Madison, who's 2-0, but Bulldogs right behind it, 3-1 actually.
Yeah, that's always a good conference. Floyd Central's in that, I believe.
Yeah.
Floyd's usually pretty good. I don't know how they are this year, but year in and year out, that's a pretty stout conference to play in.
Yeah, top to bottom. All right, jump shot there. So there's a three-pointer hit by Bevins. So Tucker Bevan, first 3 points for him, makes it 22-6. Or do you call it a 2-point shot? I guess he did.
They did?
Yeah. You got 22 on the board there.
So there comes the help again. There's where you got to look, is that opposite.
All right, so Gus gets the rebound, but not enough room down there as he steps out of bounds. Substitution is Heim and Ernie come back into the ball game. And actually, they're bringing their big guy off the bench. Jordan Thomas coming back in. So they actually, number 25, that Chase Lowe, she's 6'3", 195, just a freshman though, number 25. So keep an eye on how he plays tonight. Took a pop from Connor Foley earlier in the ball game.
Pretty good size, 6'3", 195 for a freshman. That's put together pretty well.
Yeah, he'll just get bigger and stronger. Off on the three-point shot is Bevan there. But good rebound and put back by Jordan Thomas. He's got 4 points, 25-6. Cats down by 19 now.
New Albany plays pretty good man-to-man defense.
Yes, always have.
They stay in front of the man. Don't let the guy get to the basket, and that's what we like to do is when we're playing well, we like to penetrate and get there.
So Stanton can't hit that three-point shot. And the other thing, they really protect the lane really well. So when we try to drive in there, there's just nothing there.
Yeah, because if you watch, they like I said, they have a tendency to stay in front of them.
All right, so Gus pops a three there. 7 points for number 55, 25-9 now.
We're 1 of 10 from three-pointers. That was the first make, so
you got to start somewhere.
We've got to improve on that. And we've got nowhere to go but up.
All right, so the freshman gets it, kicks it back out. A 3x3 doesn't go this time, so left side, Day drives in, and again, clogged in the lane, so he kicks out. Good job here by Heim to pop at. All right, so the Wildcats 2 straight three-pointers, and this time it's Jim Shannon who wants to get his team settled down. Jim is just an outstanding career here at New Albany, 423 and 125 in his 23rd year. So we'll take a break. Bulldogs 25, Jasper 12 on 18 WJTS. All right, the Bulldogs with the basketball. 3 minutes to go here in the first half, 25-12. Cats staying in the 2-3.
They're not doing a lot with what you got to do is penetrate into between those two guards.
Now they're settling for jump shots. However, they're going in, though. Bevan's got 5 points in the quarter now, 28-12.
Need to get the ball into Foley. He's got a size advantage in there.
Three-pointer short there by Day. So again, the Wildcats who shot it well, 7 of 16 last night. That's not the case tonight. Stanton gets it back out. Bevan trying to find that opening as he goes down baseline. Jordan Thomas, he makes a strong move, but off on the shot. Inside of 2.
He doesn't shoot the ball particularly well for a big man.
No, it's a complete walk there. All right, so Albrand's back in. Day's going to sit. You keeping track of those turnovers?
Yes, I am. I've got us for 5 so far.
Okay.
But, we were talking there at the break. We've played 10 minutes or, no, 12 minutes in this game.
Yeah.
And there's been 1 foul called.
Right.
In a high school basketball game, in any kind of basketball game, that's almost unheard of. And there really hasn't, it's not that we've seen a lot of them that haven't been called. There just doesn't seem to be, from that standpoint, it seems like it's a clean played game, but.
Jasper's been in the 2-3 zone probably for most of the quarter, so.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
Yeah. Albrand just off on that 3. All right, so here comes Bevan. Stanton. right, so now they're going to back it out here because, again, you're against a 2-3 zone. They can, well, unless Bevan decides to launch one, which he did. But I was just going to say, you can just back off and take your break down to halftime here. But there we go. Baseline jumper hit by Mundi. Mundi had 11 points for the Wildcats last night. So 28-14 is our score. Now they're going to hold for one. Trying to make the Wildcats come out of that zone possibly, or at least extend out. As Almiran's putting pressure on the ball, going back and forth. All right, so big man gives it up with 13 seconds now. Stanton's not going to hesitate. He's short, though. So his hot quarter stopped at the first quarter. He has not scored here in the second, and yep, it's probably one where Day shouldn't give it up to Foley in that situation.
Ernie.
I'm sorry, Ernie. I got to screw it up once a game.
That's all right.
All right, so Ernie sits down.
Beekler's in for Heichelbeck.
Yep. All right, so 5.4, 28-14 Bulldogs. See if they can get off a quick one here. Stanton tries to penetrate a little bit deeper, and baseline jumper's going to be way short there. So good job by the Wildcats to prevent that from going off. However, Bulldogs have doubled up the Wildcats 28-14, Jason.
Well, it was a little bit better quarter for us. We scored 12 points that quarter. They had 11, so we actually outscored them that quarter. But we dug ourselves in a hole there in the first period.
Right.
I mean, we didn't hurt ourselves obviously in the second quarter. Like you said there, we played that 2-3 zone the whole half or whole quarter. They just seem like they're content with passing the ball around the outside a little bit and trying to settling for an outside jump shot.
With that 6'7" boy in the middle, I would think that they would try to utilize him a little bit more to get the ball in there. But overall, I mean, you as a coach, I would think they'd be, pleased with that quarter. Obviously, you fall behind in the first quarter like you did, but we'll just try to make a few adjustments here at halftime. I think, the biggest thing we need to make them is on the offensive end. We've got to, figure out how to penetrate. We shot 13 3-pointers in the first half, and that's quite a few.
Right.
We're just settling for that outside jump shot instead of penetrating and making them, play inside because, we talked about every time we get the ball down in the low post, they're double teaming. Well, I'm sure that's one of the things they'll address at halftime is figuring out what to do or how to adjust to that to look on the opposite side because somebody's got to be open when somebody's double teamed.
Right.
So we'll see what the coaching staff comes up with for adjustments at halftime and see what happens.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They went to that 2-3 zone, and they pretty well settled for threes. They hit 3 of them, but towards the end there, they weren't hitting them as hot as they were early on. Tucker Bevan hit 2 of those threes, and coming off the bench was Divine popping 1, too. So they hit 5 in the first half, so it's a big part of their 28 points right now. So we'll take a break. 28-14, Jasper trails New Albany at halftime here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back once again here at Jasper High School at halftime. The Wildcats trailing the Bulldogs of New Albany 28-14. Quick rundown of the scoring for New Albany. Caden Stanton leading the team in scoring. He had 12 points all in the first quarter. 2 3-pointers and 3 buckets for 12. And 3 points for Justin Carter. 6 points for Tucker Biven. 4 points for Jordan Thomas. And Tommy Devine came off the bench and popped a 3-pointer. For the Wildcats, they are led by Gus Heichelbeck, 7 points, 3 points for Isaac Heim, 2 points for Caleb Berger, and 2 points for Carter Mundi off the bench there. So 28-14 is our score. And, just see what the Cats can do. Try to get back in this game, Jason.
Well, we were talking there at halftime. Jasper was 2 for 13 for 15% from the 3-point line in the first half. We got to quit settling for that shot. We need to penetrate and try to make something happen in there.
So Biven misses the shot, but a rebound put back up by Jordan Thomas, and he can't get it to go. So the Cats quickly. Day gets in the lane, and then Thomas just sticks it right down his throat. And there's a good aggressive move by Ernie. So first 2 points for Tanner tonight, 28-16.
Let's see, we're aggressive. We're going to the basket with it. You know, make something happen. Be the aggressor. Quit settling for the outside jump shot. That's there at any time.
And they pretty well have stayed on the perimeter for the most part on, you know, against the 2-3 zone. Not had many passes fed down low. Here comes Ernie. Quickly over to Berger. He's going to drive, and he's got an opening, puts it up and in for his 4th point of the ball game. So Cats 2 buckets quickly here, makes it a 10-point game, 28-18.
That's what we got to do. You know, we talked about that, making the adjustment at halftime, and so far we've come out and done that.
All right, but the thing is, they're just kind of working now they can kind of get it down low there. So we got the double team on the big guy. Now cross over to Stanton. Now he dribbles out. He pops a 3. See, they're starting to kind of settle for the 3 too. But as big men tend to do, they get those easy buckets down low. So Jordan Thomas puts that one in for his 6th, makes it a 12-point game. Isaac Heim launches. A little too quick there, Jace.
Yeah, I think so. Again, you know, that's a shot that you can get it at just about any time. You know, be patient. Work the ball. You know, we talk about going inside, outside, and I think that's what we need to do a little bit better job. See, there we went in. Now we went back out. That's not as bad a shot.
All right, so here comes Biven. Now he is tripped up from behind, so that's going to go on Tanner Ernie, but as you're analyzing the previous possession for the Cats, that was an outstanding pass that Biven launched right over there for an easy bucket for Justin Carter. So New Albany leads 32-18.
Chase Loesch, the freshman's back in. I was talking, that was too easy.
Way too easy for Biven.
Talking to Biven's dad here at halftime, and he said that Loesch boy, the freshman, his mom played basketball for IU.
Oh, really?
So he's got some pretty good bloodline in him, I believe.
Gus, there we go. Great position there to put that shot up and in, so he was able to work his way around Jaden Thompson there. So Gus has got 9.
And that's what you got to do, you know. We're working the ball inside.
Way short is Biven on that shot. He scored 21 last night against the Evansville North Huskies. Good job by Berger to kind of draw the defender up in the air, and he comes down on top of him, gets the shot up and in, and he'll shoot a free throw. So Berger, 2 quick buckets for him here in this 3rd quarter. Chance to make it an 11-point basketball game, 34-22 right now. And he does.
First free throw of the night.
Right.
For either team.
Right. So 1 foul on both teams. That's double of what they called in the first half. 5:02 on the clock here. 34-23. New Albany leading the Cats.
Difference is so far we've shot 2 threes and we've shot 5 2-pointers. You know, we've hit 4 of them. So, you know, there's a trend there.
All right, so Loesch got it down in good position there, and Tanner had to come over and help and commits the foul, so he'll shoot 2 free throws. Actually, they call it on Heim. Loesch gets it to roll. So the first point for the freshman tonight.
Goodhue and Foley. Yeah, couldn't see down there, even with my glasses on.
All right, so Loesch 2 for 2 on that trip. 36-23, 13-point lead for the Bulldogs. Foley's going to feed it inside. Nice hands there by Bevan. One-handed save of that basketball. So there's a drive, and they're actually going to call it on the floor there. So
Ernie, I believe, will pick that one up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 3 fouls on the Wildcats, 1 on the Bulldogs, second one on Ernie. 4:27 on the clock. Stanton has it in the corner. Bevan up top. That's Carter. He's able to hang on to it. Good job by Day to knock that ball away, but could not hang on to it.
Just quite couldn't knock it inbounds enough to retrieve it.
Right. So here comes Tommy Devine checking in. He popped a three-pointer in the second quarter. So they got some young players. Devine's a sophomore. Loesch is a freshman.
Yeah, I was just looking at it. They've only got 3 seniors on the roster.
Right.
And the only one that really plays is Jordan Thomas, I think.
Biven with a nice pass down low. Loesch puts it up and in. It's a nice little work here, wasn't it?
It was. You know, it was kind of a inside-outside and then nice interior passing there to end up with the layup.
All right, so the Wildcats made a little bit of a run here, but Bulldogs are starting to extend the lead. It's 15 right now, 38-23 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Berger's going to inbound here, 3:50 on the clock. Bulldogs with a 15-point lead as Day brings it up against Stanton. Day with a little stop and pop and puts it up and in there, so he finally gets on the board. 13-point lead, Bulldogs, 38-25.
Jasper's back in a man-to-man now.
So we'll see how Albany tries to take advantage of that. Now, little pick and pop there.
That's
the
the freshman.
Yeah, so he's starting to have a quarter here. He's got 7 points. 41-25, 16-point lead. Foley gives it up. So Day's making some moves down there. He gets
that was a nice job by Isaac there. He fed the post and he didn't stand and watch. He moved, you know, and Foley felt the double team coming and got it to Isaac. That's what we need to do more of.
All right, so Day pops that free throw. 3 points for him now. Second personal foul called on Caden Stanton. And he's long on that second one, so 41-26, 15-point lead. So we're inside of 3 minutes as Biven tries to attack the lane there, and Albran was just a little too slow there and had to make some contact to keep him from getting an easy bucket.
A few more fouls the second half.
Yeah.
Jasper's got 4. New Albany's got 2 in the quarter.
All right, good job there by Albran to knock that away. Carter Mooney gives it up. Now Day leaves Albran wide open, and he drops that three-pointer. All right, so the Cats are kind of inching towards it, so it's a 12-point game now, 41-29.
Yeah, they're hanging around, you know, and that's what you got to do. You got to hang around, give yourself a chance. We're doing a pretty good job of executing down here on offense this half so far.
15 points scored in the quarter already. Get a chance here. Albran sets his feet, gets a shot off, can't get it, can't get his own rebound, and Biven has it.
If he'd have followed that, he would have had it, but.
All right, so this time, New Albany calls the timeout. So we'll take a break. 41-29, Jasper trails with 2:06 to go here in the third on 18 WJTS. All right, so John Gable talked to his team. Jim Shannon talking to his on the other side. Jim Shannon has won 13 sectionals, 3 regionals, a semi-state, and a state championship. That coming in 2016 where they went 27-1. That was Romeo Langford's sophomore year, I believe.
Yeah, they had you know, around that time there, they had a couple of really good, nice teams.
Biven attacks the basket there, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in, but boy, Jasper really picked up the pressure there. And
yeah, they came out of that timeout in their little trap defense that they run every now and then. Caught him off guard a little bit, but he got by with his travel, I think. No, he did not get by with it.
That's what the whistle was for, Jason.
I thought he was going to call a foul.
All right, 43-29, minute 30 to go here in the third quarter as Biven hands it off. Tommy Devine gives it up. It's Justin Carter, number 4. Biven. Ooh, he said it went off inward.
Yeah, I would have
He saw something better than we did because he was right in front of him. But.
Yeah, he was a little closer than we were, but from here it looked like it went off the New Albany player.
That's that official. He's like 6'10", though, so he's a little bit higher than what we are. Too.
Yeah.
Maybe not now. Loesch can't hit that shot. So here comes Connor, and good job there. Good control to get that shot up and in. First 2 points for Connor Foley tonight. Inside a minute, 43-31, 12-point game. Cats still within range.
Yeah, we're doing a good job of hanging around here, but we just can't, crack that double-digit lead.
Right.
We've got it down to 12 here a couple times, and then give up a basket. We need a good stop here and have that opportunity.
All right, so the Bulldogs.
Fast game. I mean, it's 10 after 8. It started at 7:30, and we're almost 3/4 of the way done.
Got something you need to do tonight?
I don't know. We'll have time to do it, though.
That's right. All right, 16 seconds. Unfortunately, this game's tape delayed, so otherwise we tell Amy to have a pizza or something ready for you. When
That's
you get home.
right. Well, she's not even home, so.
Oh, okay. Bivin, he pops that three. Bivin scoring continues. Had a big second quarter, and he's got a nice third quarter going here, and that three-pointer makes it a 15-point lead, 46-31 here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're set to start the fourth quarter. The Wildcats trailing by 14 at halftime. Had a nice quarter there in the third quarter, scoring 17 points. The problem is New Albany was 1 point better at 18 and helps them to a 15-point lead right now as we start the fourth, and Jasper with possession. Gus down and kicks back out. Berger in the corner. Good job by Ernie to get to the opening and puts it up and in. So 4 points for Tanner. 13-point game. I think 17 was their largest lead of the night, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
So it's not like they've been able to just completely blow it open or anything like that. So we just the problem is we fell behind 17-2 in that first quarter. And
yeah.
Other than that, we've been playing even basketball with them.
Yeah, you're exactly right. If we wouldn't got off to such a bad start, we'd have been better off. But
all right, so Loesch can't get that to go. Chance for the Cats here. Three-pointer if Gus can hit it. And just rolls off. But made it a 10-point game, so it stays at 13 with 6:57 to go here in the fourth. Stanton, huge first quarter, hasn't scored since, but he feeds it right there nicely to Carter.
They're a very good interior passing team.
They can't get it to finish, but he draws the contact. He'll shoot two. So I think Stanton's getting a little frustrated because, again, he was just on fire with 12 points in that first quarter. He's not scored since and picks up the foul there. That's his third personal foul.
Yeah, he looks like he's a streaky player.
Mm-hmm.
When he's hot, he's going well, and when he's not, he kind of presses and struggles a little bit.
Day, good job from the foul line there. 3 of 4 tonight. He's got 5. That's right there at 13 yet. 48-35 with 6.5 to go. The thing is when the Cats switch to that man-to-man, they pretty well held their own here.
We've done a lot better job once we switched to the man-to-man this time than we did in the first half, trying to play man-to-man.
Yeah. All right, so good job by Berger to come up with that rebound there, and so Cats have it, and actually drew a foul from Loesch. So foul situation, 5 on the Wildcats, 4 on the Bulldogs. Ernie gets the elbow, stops, can't get the roll. So Justin Carter, number 4, with it. Nice. Oh, man. I thought he had the steal. Day got his hand on it, but must have got part of the arm of Caden Stanton, so he picks up his first personal foul, actually. Number 6 on the team. All right, so we got 5:38, plenty of time here, and we need things like that, so good job by Ernie to come up with the steal. He's going to drive, puts it up and in, so we're got down to 11 right now, 48-37.
Here's where you need a big stop. You know, then that gives you that chance to get it under 10. Which we haven't been able to do here for quite some time.
It's Jaden Thompson with it. Actually, another timeout called by the New Albany Bulldogs. So Jasper making a little bit of a run here. It's an 11-point game, 48-37 here on 18 WJTS. All right, the Bulldogs will have it right underneath their goal there. Stanton's going to inbound for them, 48-37. Jasper's outscored New Albany 6-2 so far in this quarter. Trimming that 15-point lead to 11 right now. Biven back in the ball game. So the Bulldogs have 4 of their 5 starters out there with Loesch, the freshman, and Carter couldn't get that shot up, but Berger's going to be called for the foul.
He did a good job on defense until right there at the end. You know, he stayed in front of him. And then when the guy tried to go up for the shots, when he tried to block the shot and committed the foul.
Can't get the roll there. So the Bulldogs, 2 of 3 from the line so far tonight. And looks good on that one. 8 points for Justin Carter.
Still got a chance to get it under the double digit here if we hit a 3. If not, we can get it right to 10. So be a big part of the game right here if we can do that.
All right, shot doesn't go there, but that was a nice job by Day as he went baseline. Kind of got cut off, but then his defender just gave him an inch, and he just drove right to that lane and fed Ernie for an open 3, but he just wasn't able to hit the shot.
Yeah, he was wide open, just didn't hit it, like you said.
There's Carter Moondy. Man, he is automatic when he gets that wide open shot. Moondy's got 4. You just need to get more of those. 49-39. 10-point game. 4:13 to go. So Cats making a run here. Continues on. They've outscored them 8-3 in this quarter. Halfway through the 4th now. Thompson has the basketball. That's Carter on him. Now Stanton works off the screen, comes to his right, goes to his left, gets to the lane. Fadeaway Jay on the way, and he pops it this time.
It's a tough shot. Did a good job of getting to the lane, but then we played good defense. I mean, you can't fault the defense when you force a guy into shooting a fadeaway jumper like that.
Moondy, nice feed down low into Beekler, and he gets the shot up and in. So good work there by the men off the bench there. 10-point game. So it's go time right now if Jasper's going to get back in this basketball game.
Yeah, you need some defensive stops. You can't keep trading baskets with them. You know, it's good to hang around, but
yeah, you're going to get this close. Let's go for the win.
Yeah,
somehow, some way. All right, so Stanton just dribbling out there.
They don't do a lot on offense. They just kind of
mess around until they find an opening.
Yeah, and I mean that we don't need that foul there. You know, we're at half court.
Yeah.
Just play good straight up man-to-man defense. I mean, we got them in the bonus now, which I mean, there's only 3 minutes left basically, which ain't bad, but you know, unless that's what they're wanting to do is to get them to the foul line. I don't know.
Biven misses that free throw, so Jasper's got. All right, so 10-point game. John Gable wants to talk to his team, let him know what he wants in these last 3 minutes of the ball game. 51-41. Cats trailing when we come back here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Jasper has the basketball, has a chance to cut into this 10-point lead. 2:49 on the clock. Aussie 51, Jasper 41.
New Albany's fallen into a 2-3 zone now themselves, so we'll see what that could do. It could open up some, outside jump shots, and we've got some good shooters in there now. Mundi,
Right.
Day, Berger.
That's going to be Stanton for a reach, and that's his 4th foul. All right, so no free throws yet. It's just team foul number 5.
Be nice to get him out of the game. He's their ball handler. We got to get the ball in there. Gus has got position. Get him the ball.
Yeah, they're working a lot of clock on this possession here.
And
We're
a
down
lot
to
of times,
2:07.
and a lot of times against a zone, that's kind of what'll happen.
Right.
Travel.
Oh, they did call him for a travel.
A lot of times that's what'll happen. Teams will switch to a zone, towards the end because it takes teams longer to get a shot off a lot of times out of that.
All right, so Stanton works the press breaker there, gets down to the lane, stops, pops, can't get a shot to go though. 10-point ball game. Minute 45 now. Cats are going to have to score. Can't waste too much time as we're down to minute 36.
Got too many guys on the one side. We had 3 guys on one side of the floor.
It's pretty well go time now if you're going to try to win this basketball game. Mundi, 3-pointer will take that, so that cuts it. 118 though, not much time left. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. They work their press breaker and now get it across. Down to 107.
New Albany's kind of playing this game not to lose.
Well, that's going to help right there.
Until the end, but they're, just trying to hang on basically.
Yeah.
They quit trying to be the aggressor on offense.
All right, Berger launches a 3 again. That's what we need. All right, now we got a 6-point game, 53-47 with 45 seconds, but somebody down low that's Thompson with an easy bucket. So
can't trade baskets at this stage.
No, 3 for 2, but still. All right, 55-47, 8-point game, 32 seconds, and John Gable calls a timeout.
This just seems like a very lethargic game.
Well, in that situation right there, as we started to make a little bit of a run, it's
like neither team wants to win.
Yeah.
It's just we're just out here going through the motions, and I don't know.
Well, and the thing is, we're executing on offense, but it's just not quick enough.
Yeah.
It's like we got to score quickly if we're going to get into the ball game. But right now with 32 seconds, an 8-point lead, it's going to be hard to do.
Yeah.
There's not a 6-point line out there or anything that we can pop a shot. So, all right, let's take a break. 32.1 to go. Jasper trails by 8 here on 18 WJTS. All right, the Jasper needs some sort of Reggie Miller miracle right now with 32 seconds to go, trailing by 8. It's got to come quick if it's going to happen. There it is, Mundi, and it's block air. Good read there by Biven. I think he knew that play was coming.
Yeah, with the way films are and things nowadays, the word's going to get out that Mundy's a good shooter, set shooter. So he's going to find it. He just fouled out.
He did. So 5 fouls on number 5. All right, so Caden Stanton will sit down. They're going to bring off the bench Devine. And New Albany just needs to hang on to this 8-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Cats need to score quickly. Allbrand's in.
We can't stand and hold it.
No. So Berger just gets to the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Now it's just going to be back off time. Here we go. Well, I just thought right there, when we got around the 3-minute mark, we worked the offense and we scored, on a couple of those possessions, but just wasted way too much time, I feel like, to be able to get right back into the game when we had an opportunity there, Jace.
Yeah, we were talking, this game was just lethargic. I mean, neither team played with a lot of emotion, not a lot of energy. Both teams played games on the road last night. There's no fans in the stands, no cheerleaders, nobody here to hype it up, to give the home team some enthusiasm. But as high school basketball players, you have to be able to generate that yourself. Yeah, it helps to have a crowd and a band and a cheerleading and all that. But as a basketball team and group, you got to be able to go out there and generate that yourself.
Yeah.
Tonight, I didn't feel like either team did. It wasn't just Jasper, but didn't feel like either team was. They were just kind of out here because it was a game on the schedule. We got to play it. Let's just go play, and whatever happens, happens. And
right.
I don't know. It was a quick game, 8:30.
Yeah.
So
got it done in 1 hour.
1 hour, and it's. I don't know. It's kind of a hard game to talk about. I mean, for the most part, you lost by 8. Isn't awful, but again, you only give up 55 points.
Yeah.
You think, well, we got a chance to win, but you only scored 47. So, and I don't know what the stats are. I'll work them up here in a little bit. The shooting percentages, but turnover-wise, I didn't have us for a lot of turnovers. I had us for 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
So,
From that standpoint, an improvement. The problem is just that first quarter. Again, we had no answer to stop Caden Stanton. He scores 12 of their 17 points, and we score 2. We take that away. My gosh, we outscored them 12-11 in the second quarter. It's an 18-17 game in the third quarter, and we outscored them 16-9 in the fourth. So, again, we get off to a much better start there, and we might be talking about a ball game that the Wildcats pull off.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just I don't know. It just had a really weird vibe or a feel for this game tonight, and I don't know. It's hard to explain, hard to talk about because I don't understand it. How you can't. These kids don't realize every game you play, that's one less you get to play.
Yeah.
So you need to take advantage of every opportunity you get to go out there on the court and play.
Right.
And I don't know, this just felt like one of those games where I don't think anybody wanted to be here.
Yeah. Well, we're here on a Saturday night, so all right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, let's take a break here. New Albany wins at 55-47. You'll be able to tally up some of your numbers and all that if we get a chance to talk to one of the coaches. If not, we'll just review that. So we'll be right back. 55-47, New Albany over Jasper here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back once again here at Jasper High School. The Wildcats against the New Albany Bulldogs. Cats fall 55-47. And we'll take a look at the scoring first for New Albany. Caden Stanton, 12 points in the first quarter. He ends up being their leading scorer. However, he was held to only 2 points the rest of the way, so 14 points for him, 13 points for Tucker Biven, 10 points for Justin Carter. Jordan Thomas had 6, 2 points for Jaden Thompson, and off the bench they get 10 points split up between Chase Loesch's 7 and 3 points hit by Devine. Cats were led by Caleb Berger tonight, 10 points for him, 9 points for Heichelbeck. Other starters, 6 points for Ernie, 5 points for Day, 3 points for Isaac Heim, and off the bench, 7 points for Carter Mundy, 3 points for Jack Albrand, and 2 points for Beekler, 2 points for Connor Foley. So what do you got there, Jace?
I had Jasper shooting 67% from 2 points. Land tonight, 23%, 5 of 21 for three-pointers, 80% from the free throw line. So I thought, we did a better job of there. We just didn't get there very often.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn this over to the coach.
All right, sounds good. All right, we got Coach John Gable here. Yeah, we're rolling right now.
All right.
Okay. We're going through some numbers there. Jason's been keeping stats the last few games, so we've been trying to make sure those get put out there. So, all right, well, hey, take away that 17-2 first quarter, and we had a heck of a ball game, really.
Well, I think we outscored them in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter, and I think they outscored us by 1 in the third quarter. So I think after the first quarter, the rest of the way, we outscored them by 7 points.
Yeah.
And, this was a game as similar, I think, to the Southridge game that we played here. We just started off so flat. We weren't talking. We had no energy. We had silver dollar eyes. We were just kind of pale and wide-eyed and like we expected to lose, and so we're burning 3 timeouts in the first quarter and a half just trying to get them focused and trying to get them energetic and believing. And I guess the unfortunate thing is we're a team that gets excited when shots start going down. We get excited about offense, and if you're really going to be successful, you have to be intense and excited even when the shots aren't going. You have to be excited about taking a charge or getting a rebound or getting a defensive stop or a hustle play, diving for a loose ball, and we just don't even have any of that right now. I mean, we didn't in the first quarter. And then once we started scoring and once we started getting a little bit of confidence, all of a sudden our bench is cheering, and all of a sudden we're deflecting passes and getting rebounds and running the floor with some confidence. And we can't wait to hit shots for that to happen. It's got to be like that from the beginning.
One other thing too, we run so many guys. We have a high number of players that we play in rotation and all that. Should be nonstop energy the entire time they're out there.
It should be. I mean, our mentality really is supposed to be, if you've been out there for 3 minutes and you're not ready for a break, you're not playing at the pace that we want you to play at. But tonight we played a lot of guys because we were looking for the right combination. We just couldn't find it, and we eventually settled on a 4-guard combination, trying to run our 4-out motion, and had a little bit better success with it. Now, to New Albany's credit, they made it difficult. We're trying to run a 4-out motion, which requires our guards to be able to beat other guards off the dribble, and their perimeter defense is pretty quick and pretty aggressive, and we had a really difficult time beating them off the dribble. But now in the second half, we started getting some pulling kicks, which is part of our offense. So I am proud that we didn't quit. I am proud that we got to within 10 and made them uncomfortable and showed some signs of life. But I'm just, really disappointed in the way we approached the game at the beginning.
Starting the ball game.
And I think, Craig, I'm going to interrupt your thought there.
Sure.
But, one of the criticisms people have had of me over the years is I guess people expect me to be a cheerleader, and I've never been that guy. I push my kids in practice, and I make them compete in practice, and I try to, in the locker room before the game, to fire them up and get them focused on that game. But when they go on the floor, it's their team and it's their time. And I'm not going to be Tom Crean. I'm not going to be the guy jumping up and down and high-fiving people and running up and down the sideline. And that's just not who I am. Yeah. But if you really love basketball and you really want to be competitive and you really want to represent your school, I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to be the energy of the team. And that's what I'm hoping these guys figure out sometime in the near future is the responsibility of playing with heart and playing with energy falls on them.
Right. Yeah, it certainly does. There's no question about that. And, it's their game on the floor. Again, they're representing their school, their team, and everything else. So it's like they need to have that energy.
Yeah. And one of the things I've been the most proud of throughout my career is that even after some tough losses, you could never say that our teams didn't compete, that they didn't fight. And there have been some moments this year where I think we've looked like we're out of gas. And I don't. There's a lot of factors that we point to that could be the reason for that. But in the end, the excuses have to go away, and we just have to start playing. If we have any chance of having any success in that sectional, it's going to be with heart and energy. Right. And we can't take a quarter off. We can't take 2 minutes off of that. And expect to win.
Well, and that was one thing. Whenever we just played Central last week, the energy they came out with in the second half. If every single basketball team came out playing like that, it'd be a joy to watch every night.
Right. And, we talk about that too. Du Bois did that last night up there. They started the game wanting to win that game. And we used that as an example, and I used it as an example in pregame, and I talked about it last night. You have to give those kids credit. They fought hard. They wanted to win. They made it tough on us to score and to do anything that we wanted to do because they were determined to take us out of our game. And Central's another case. I don't want – in the first half we had our way with them. They came out after halftime and they turned up the gas, and then they dictated the rest of the game. They dictated how the game was called by the officials. They dictated the speed of the game and the physicality of the game, and we just kind of took a back seat and let them take over. And it's disheartening to watch sometimes. And it doesn't make us bad kids.
Sure.
is right now we're just lacking consistent leadership and consistent effort at game time, and confidence.
Yeah. All right. Well, we get the win last night, and we have played 3 good quarters tonight. So talk about the improvements that you've seen so far this weekend.
Well, I think that's the biggest credit to these guys is we've had a lot of tough breaks this year, and it's not been a fun year as far as wins and losses, but we are improving. We're shooting the ball better. We're executing our motion offense better. We're hitting the post much better, and we're getting some productivity out of our post feeds and getting open looks from the perimeter. And even tonight in that first quarter, we had some really nice looks from the perimeter, and every time we missed a shot, you could just see it deflated. And the heads go down, the shoulders go down, instead of being happy that you got a good look and be determined to get that shot next time. But anyway, we are. I mean, what did they end up scoring tonight?
55-47.
55. We just held New Albany to 55 points, and that puts you in a position to have a chance to win. So once we are executing better, and unfortunately, we don't have the wins to show it because we have too many lapses of time, like at Evansville Central in the third quarter when we scored 1 point, or in the first quarter here where we scored 2 points. And we have too many lapses of time where we stop executing. We're not even close to putting together a 4-quarter basketball game yet.
Well, the other thing too is that I don't get to talk to you after every single game, so there's certain points that I was thinking of. But Carter Mundi, he is just really a great shooter. I mean, he's really emerging in his shot.
Especially now that he's getting acclimated to the speed and physicality of the varsity game.
Right.
Early on, that was an issue with him. He's always been a good shooter. He's got a rare talent. And that's one of the reasons we took him and put him on the JV team after we got some guys back from COVID, because we wanted him to play the first half JV and get some confidence. And so what we've been challenging Carter to do, other than shoot well, is take the ball to the bucket to get to the foul line, to defend better, to rebound better, and he's coming along in every aspect of the game. And that's why you're seeing him on the floor more and more. And his stats are hard to ignore, and whenever he has an open three, I don't think there's anybody in the stands that aren't confident that it's going to go in. So, he's duly noted. We've noticed the same thing.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, very good. All right. Well, we get a little bit of a break coming up. I guess we don't play till Thursday next week, right?
Yeah. We have a Thursday night game with Bar Reeve, and then we don't have a game Friday, and then we have a Saturday afternoon game with Boonville. So, out of the frying pan into the fire with Bar Reeve. They're beyond good. They're an exceptional team, even by Bar Reeve standards. They can score. They're a little bit like Heritage Hills last year in the fact that you could decide to send a couple guys in to stop Hof inside, but that's going to free up shooters on the perimeter, and they're going to knock them down. Or you could get after their guards and try to take away the perimeter game, and they're going to get the ball inside to Hof, and he's going to. So you kind of have to pick your poison. But I think the message to our guys is, should we just call Bar Reeve up right now and say, hey, don't bother coming over because we can't beat you? Or should we work our tails off this week and do everything we possibly can, and when they come in here next Thursday, fight them tooth and nail, like a team who believes we can win? I mean, the pressure is going to be on Bar Reeve. Nobody expects us to beat them, and they're probably going to come in here with that same expectation that they're going to win. And so, maybe that can be their Achilles heel, maybe that can be their downfall. But if we go out there like we did tonight, if we go out there without any kind of confidence or belief that we can be successful, it'd be a really long night.
Well, when you have tough matchups against teams like New Albany and then Bar Reeve coming up, basically you're in the ring of fire. So you going to sing it for me right now? and let you know I'm working on it in the guitar, so next time you get the opportunity, I'm going to play it for you.
Okay, well, that's maybe once or twice a year under certain circumstances.
All right.
It's very overrated, though. So.
No doubt. All right. Well, hey, good weekend. Again, the team's improving and all that, and it's just continue to make step by step.
And just to end, Craig, that's the hard part. It's hard, I'm doing the best we can to stay positive. Even the players are, and they haven't quit. They show up, and we had a really nice practice on Thursday. A very intense practice and a very competitive practice, and went out Friday and got us a much-needed win at Du Bois. So we haven't quit. And I think that's the thing that we have to remember, too. We did outscore this team for 3 quarters tonight. And, just in all seriousness, number 22 and number 5 of them are better than anybody that we had on the floor. And they're good. They were athletically better than us.
Yes.
And so losing to them isn't disgraceful.
Right.
What's disappointing is the way we started the game.
Right.
And so we've got to work on our approach.
Well, we'll see 4 quarters next Thursday night then.
Okay, working on it.
All right. Good job, John.
Thanks, Rick.
Okay, so the Jasper Wildcats, again, against New Albany Bulldogs, competitive for 3 out of 4 quarters. And, again, just a tough start, falling behind 17-2. But, again, they just ran right with the Bulldogs the rest of the way. And, unfortunately, it just wasn't enough, falling 55-47. So, thanks to John Gable for the interview there. Jason Stamm on the color commentary. Jeremy Markos upstairs in the video. My name is Craig Schneider. This is Wildcat Basketball here on 18 WJTS. Good night.
This has been a presentation of 18 WJTS Sports.